Hey everyone, Doug and Karl here at the TJetClub Hub, getting ready to talk about some race cars. We will talk about another class in our club series, which is the AFX Magna-Traction, and then also show you what is coming up. I never looked to see what date it is, so we're talking
the
2nd of November.
The eve of the presidential election.
Yeah, there we go. But we'll show you some of the cars, and they've all got a theme this week. See if you could figure it out. You know, yeah, America. But
yeah, that's right.
But yeah, so we're gonna talk about that, and then we'll maybe talk about some of the stuff going on in our club as well. We're having a good time. We're 4 or 5 races into.
Can you believe that we're 5? This is gonna be our 5th race tomorrow.
Yeah. On already. The tub track.
Yep.
So, yeah.
We have the tub fired up.
So first thing we're going to talk about is the AFX class, the Magna-Traction class. Last time we talked about the non-mag, and you brought in a few of your cars. We didn't bring in as many cars this week. You know, I was going to bring in a couple of mine, but I thought, no, Karl's got a truckload he's going to bring. No, not so much.
No, it turns out I don't.
Yeah.
I went to get them and realized I only have 3 cars that I rely on in the Magna-Traction.
And I'm the same way. You know, I have 3 cars that I race, and then I think I have 2 or 3 others that I don't. And
yeah, I got a few in the build box, custom painted ones that they're like too nice to actually put a chassis under now. And Magna-Traction cars is kind of hard on the body and stuff. But no, I haven't built a bunch of them, but we can sure look at them. Our class rules are really simple in that we run what we call a GTP class. You'll get this, the Ferrari. I run this one as well. This is one of my favorites because that's one of the cars I had as a kid, and I just adore these goofy things.
And then the car that's been monkey stomping everybody all season.
Oh, we'll get to my baby. But this is the style of car we run, and if we have simple rules about the body, it has to have the glass, the headlights in it, and stuff like that. If it came with a wing, it has to have a wing. We really don't dictate the height of the wing, so that if you wanted, this one's been lowered. It was broken, so I just cut it off and lowered it a little bit, and it seems to be a pretty good functioning race car that way. These bodies work really well. Same with the Ferrari version of this, which I don't even have an example of it here today. The rules on the chassis, you can run whatever armature you want, up to up to a Auto World magnet. So that's the strongest magnet you can run, and you can lower the magnet. I don't know if anyone can catch that. But you basically cut the bottom of the chassis out and allow that magnet to slide down, and then you can adjust it to the height of the rail, and this is the only class we allow that in. You can run silicone sponge tires in this class. You can run whatever axle you want to run. Hey, this is another car. This has got cassette wheels on it. That's another one of my cassette wheel cars on an independent axle. It's a piece of brass tubing with pins in it is what it is. I like this class for its simplicity, and it is fun. When you get 4 to 6 people that are running really fast and competitive, it is a good time. I'll give it that. And they can scoot. I got that one, and then I run this one just because I had one of these as a kid, and I just really have always loved this body style. And this one here, the guy's head moves around, so he's like,
as you're passing people, you gotta.
Yeah, at the end of the race, I always straighten his head out. You know, you got look forward, dude. And now this one here, I run original AFX wheels on that, and then I turned them into an independent, right there. This is on a set of homemade silicone sponge, which worked really good. This year, they've really come in. When I make these, it does take a while. You got to get the scuff off of them. You got to get the shine off of them, and then they really start coming in. This is a really old build because it's got a dyed chassis under it, lowered magnet. This one's not as lowered as much as the other one because some tracks have higher rail heights. And this car did really good last week. I think I won with that car. And it was on his track, it just worked really well. And that's something we were just talking about in racing, that, whatever you do that week it's that car on that track on that day, and the next week it'll be completely different, and that's what you need to shoot for. Simple rules. This is one of my babies right here, and I really like these because technically this is the first stock car I ever owned. I got a set for Christmas. I was pretty young at the time, and I believe it was a Speed Steer set, and it had this one and then a blue-green Lola. And I don't know what happened to that car, but I still have my original car from that set. It looks just like this one, except this is the rare one with the orange driver. And so when I found this, I thought, well, I'm racing this. So I did lower the wing a little bit. So it's the low wing version. And then the ultra super secret thing, and I don't know if anyone will even catch it, is it's the two holes right behind the front wheel. So if you want to make a shadow work, you have to drill two holes right behind the front wheel. And that's all you need to know. And and
that cools the rear brakes.
Yeah, it changes everything. This one's based on an Auto World chassis, actually. And I don't know if people know this, but the Auto World chassis versus the AFX chassis, there is some differences on them. And one of them is it's the axle to the magnet height. They're different. And I can't remember which one's which, but I think on these you have to run a taller tire in order to get them to clear right. And I can't remember which one it is, but it is different. And the way this all works in the bottom is much different. And I've come in and you can see I sanded that one smooth, especially right in here, in this piece in the middle here, because it was humped up and lettering and all kinds of junk, and it wasn't flat. And I got in there and sanded that up, and that seems to have made a big difference on that one. But this is a set of silicone sponges, and this is it's one of those independent front ends. Come from I think it was JB's, and I really like his products, but the guy kind of like fell off the planet, and I can't order from him anymore. And that's unfortunate. Actually, I think this is a whole wheel set, and I did the silicone sponge is how this one worked. But I really wish he was still offering product because they were good stuff. But once again, just a real simple class, simplify the magnets, like I said, up to an Auto World magnet only, whatever armature you want to run. And you can see some spacing in the back on the axle. That makes a big difference. That's something I started messing with last year. And they're fun cars. You get a bunch of people together, and they really are a good time. And but we do restrict the body to this style of body. And
you can run the L&M cars. A lot of
the
those
RC Cola car.
Yeah,
I think Jay had an RC Cola car out there, and I was like, maybe I do need another one. Because it did look good out there. It really did.
Yeah. So that's the Magna-Traction class at our club hosers. Which, if you want to follow them or follow us, it's on the Facebook. It's facebook.com/RC Hosers. And Hosers stands for
HO Scale Electric Racing Series.
Yeah. And we've got all kinds of fun stuff there, some videos, some pictures, and we show results from the week as well. So
every week they post that up, have some pictures. We take pictures of the winning cars, not the people.
Yeah, we should. Yeah. We should do videos of...
No one wants to see that, but yeah.
Yeah, so now the auction, Monday night, pre-election auction, Monday night, November 2nd, 6:30 Mountain Standard Time in the PM hour. We're going to be selling some cars.
I thought about it all week, and I was like, okay, so this is the eve of the election, the presidential election, so we need to do...
Before we do that, I want you to show the what you acquired this week. You got a brand new banded car. Tell us about it.
I'm a collector firsthand. Everything is around the fact that I love this stuff and I collect this stuff. So I got into another auction, and I was there for a specific reason. There was a couple banded AFX cars in the cubes, and I wanted them. I was after them. And I have a fair amount of them, and I really enjoy them. And so after going through a pretty serious battle with some other people, I won an orange and yellow petty car, banded in a cube, and I was really happy with it. And I won some other ones too. And the gal who sold them, she had them in a nice box, everything, lots of packing material and all this. And I opened it up, and the first one that pops out is my beautiful banded car. And you can totally see the fact that it is still banded, and so it is technically a mint car. So, there's all the pieces. And so,
unfortunate.
Yeah, it's a tragic situation. And it's inexplicable as to why this car broke. Everything else in the package was really well packaged, and including this car. It was clear the package had hit on one corner, and so the only thing I can surmise is that the car broke loose of the mount. You can see that the mount came off of the pedestal, so now the car could move even though it was banded. There's no damage to the cube. The cube is fine. I don't even think it's ever been opened. And that's the only thing I think of is the car actually was already damaged. And, you couldn't tell in the auction they didn't remove the cube lid or anything like that. Usually when you remove these, it stresses right above the tabs. And if you want to see if one's been opened, just hold it up to the light. And if you see a bunch of stresses around those tabs, then you know someone has pinched it to get that off. And this one doesn't have that. And so, it's really stiff because I considered taking it off and I just left it. But, I don't know, but I am starting to think that that's a pretty old car now, and all these cars made out of these plastics, the plastic is going to slowly degrade over a period of time, and I don't doubt that maybe that car was overbounded. Maybe it put the body in stress, and it was once it got loose in there and bounced against the side, it broke. But the bottom line is that every day, these things that we collect and enjoy, there's fewer and fewer of them. Every time you hear of a forest fire somewhere or something like that where all these houses get burned up, that's people's collectibles in those homes that go up. And so this is another example of there's just one less of those guys out there now. And I'm going to keep this. This is going in my collection. So I'll proudly display my...
It's a banded car.
It's a mint banded car, and still banded. And anyway, we wanted to show you guys that. And the gal was really good about it. She put the claim in, and she got to pay for the claim and actually paid me back for the car. And so in that regard, she was over the top. She really didn't even have to do that.
All right, let's talk about the auction.
Oh, and first off, before I forget, that's right, folks. The mystery box is back.
All right.
So this week there will be a mystery box. And then we haven't done one of these in a long time, so I dug one of these out, an AJ's on card with AJ's racing oil, which I haven't even tried yet. So I can't wait to try one of those.
And you got to talk about the TNT because it's not just tire prep.
That's right. This is the track cleaner refill kit, and that's specific to the Oscars AJ's track cleaner car. Yeah. And so this comes with a brand new felt right here. This is the felt that rolls up in the back. And then underneath this is a little, you can almost see it, maybe not, but underneath there is a little abrasive strip about that wide. And that actually goes under the front of your Oscar, just behind the pin, I believe. And so when it goes out of track, then that's supposed to run across the top of the rails and clean it off. And so
it slightly sands off the residue and then cleans it up with the
and
swiper.
Then picks it up with this wonderful felt filled with your TNT fluid. That's the idea. I love this stuff here. I love the smell of it. It just brings back childhood. And it does actually work. It will soften tires. And anyway, so this is kind of the Oscar rebuild kit. And this, if you want to open it, the packaging on this, the bubble's a little bit folded and stuff. So if you open it, there's that board right there. If you can see it, there it is. And so that goes under the front of your Oscar. So if you got an Oscar, you can totally do a rebuild on it and have it up and ready to go. And then it comes with...
Do you ever run your Oscar around your track and clean it?
I need some better pickups for my Oscar. I got that out the other day and was messing with it, and I wanted to get it going because I was going to open one of these. and I realized I don't have good pickups on that, and so I need to find another set of pickups for it. But we're also including a brand new on the card, AJ's Racing Oil, and that goes with it. That'll be one lot. We haven't done one of them in a while, so I thought we would put one of them out. And then now the auction is all themed because it is the eve of the presidential election. The cars have to be.
Quick
Oh,
picture. If you can pick out the theme.
And, I just spotted a car that shouldn't have made it. And that was hard for me. I kept pulling cars. I was like, oh, let's put that in there. I'm like, oh, wait, that's a Dino Ferrari. And so I take it back out. But they had to be American cars, and they had to be red, white, or blue, or some combination of all of that. And they get special status if they had stars and stripes, of course. And so that's the theme. And so we're pretty heavy on TJet this time because I was really having, there's no G Plus because none of the G Plus fit into that category. And so anyway, but just real quick, we'll run through it. So I got what's more American than a petty car. And this is a variation, by the way. It does not have an S mark and all the decals on it. That is a bona fide variation. Oh my God, I don't know why I'm selling this. I love this car, but I have more than one. So, and I like that guy just because it has cool colors and it says Z28 on it. And then of course this guy. We're going to try this, see if there's any Jeff Gordon fans out there. And I thought that guy was just kind
Gear.
of all American. This is the one that probably shouldn't have made the cut. We're going to call that blue.
Yeah.
And then I couldn't decide on the hot rod coupes. One white, one blue. They both need pipes and some serious cleaning. Camaro, stars and stripes. I mean, how do you...
Look at the posts on that.
I know.
I didn't know that was an option.
Straight posts?
No.
Oh, where's the
posts at all?
Oh, yeah. I know, because you could really take them off.
Yeah.
I thought
Most people did.
no bumper on that guy. And then I thought this was a perfect car for that sale. Nice Corvette. The windshield fell down, but it could be fixed real easily. And then this guy, not kind of a common car, but it fits the theme of the night. And then we're going to try our first cigar box car. Really, really nice Galaxy. So you could turn that into a slot car if you wished. I've kind of really gotten into the cigar box cars over the years. And we're going to do red, white, and blue. That is a neat one. I love that color on that. And then we got a little red Riviera. And what else have we not done? Oh, we got a total backyard barn find beater long wheelbase AMX. That's super rare. A long wheelbase. Didn't work really well, so people didn't do it. And then got a J car in red. And then what sale would be complete without a TJet Corvette in white?
63 split window. Who doesn't have one of those?
I know, right? Or want one.
Yeah.
And then 2 more AMXs. And then 2 more Dash Fairlanes. So we actually have quite a few cars up this week, and I think that's fun stuff too.
Yeah.
But it had to be American made, red, white, or blue, or any combination of that. And that really limited my choices. I had all these cars I wanted to throw in. I was like, wait a minute. That Dino Ferrari ain't going to work, and so I had to take them back out. So, but that'll be this week's auction. And then after that, we're going to get back to some regular auctions. Next week, I'm going to be all tied up with paperwork. And once I get done with that, I'm going to start sorting again. And I can already see that there's going to be some pretty fun stuff that'll come up.
All right. So November 2nd, Monday, 6:30 Mountain Standard Time. Be there at facebook.com/TJetClub. That's where the auction is. We will have stereo flex track this week. Usually we got one flex track in the background. No, we're going stereo.
We got 2 now. Yeah.
Surround,
there was a gap.
Surround vision, they call that. And then next one, we will talk about 4 gears.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
Yeah.
That'll be a good one.
Yeah. I tell everybody 4 gears is I don't know. I'm not a huge 4 gear fan, but it's wearing on me. So
He was a hater for a while, so
was.
he's come off the hater fence, and so now he's.
I think because I won a race or two with my 4 gears, and they're just fun. They're just fun, but don't tell anybody I said that. So
yeah, I was going to go into them, but we'll wait. We'll wait till next.
Yeah,
week,
we'll wait. That's just a teaser.
We're going to have some really fun stuff that you can get away with 4 gear that you can't get away with in any other class.
And we got guys racing everything.
What do they call it? No, it's a Mini Lindy.
Yeah.
Mini Lindy Wrecker. I have one too, and he races one, and it's just genius out there. It looks fantastic.
Yeah. So wait till next time. 4 gears. We're talking 4 gears, but this time we're talking America.
That's right.
All right. You guys, see you later. See you Monday night at the auction, and we're gonna have a good time.
You betcha.
Thanks for popping in.